Organizing this event came from a point of like genuine concern as a parent. I have 3 kids. Most people who are in education and learn about mindfulness, the first thing they think is like, oh, I wish I would have learned this as a child. How it could be such a tool for more ease. I just really, in my heart, wanted to help the mindfulness and education movement in any way I could.
There's so much work to do. There's so many children in this country. There's so many schools to reach that it really takes all of us to do that. I love this day because it's people coming together from all different parts of the country, all different ways of approaching this work, and we need to do this together.
Mindfulness is just as important for the educators as the students. And with the coalition, we want to create this group, mentoring each other, supporting each other. So it's not just about teaching mindfulness to kids and doing mindfulness, but it's about connecting with each other. We're just looking for creative ideas to help educators.
Our latest research is telling us that for half of the teachers that we prepare will leave the profession within the first 5 years.
50% of the children in their classes are children who have experienced what's called an adverse childhood experience. The children's upset because of those things that are going on at home gets acted out in the classroom.
5 years ago, we had a lot of incidents of self-cutting with a group of 6th grade girls. And I was hoping to be able to sort of stop the anxiety and depression before it came to me and be more proactive rather than reactive.
I was trying to find an entry point to be able not only to help myself, but to help the teachers that I work with, to be able to go in and work with kids who are super intense.
I think for me, when I started practicing mindfulness myself, it was because, to be honest, I think it's because the kids led me there. I saw the kids suffering in my school, and then I was searching for ways to help them.
This constantly changing internal experience of thoughts and emotions and body sensations, they're just constantly cycling through us. With a committed mindfulness practice, we can start to be more familiar with that. The more that we become familiar with that, the more we can make conscious choices about which of those things serve us and others, and which of those things don't serve us and others.
So one of the things I want to be able to show you is how mindfulness can actually help enhance these skills. Sometimes we think we're by ourselves, right? We feel very isolated, but our whole existence is with one another. I truly believe that we were born and wired to connect with others, and people's abilities and skills to be able to do that definitely differs.
It is amazing to have a conference in the Midwest. I travel to New York or to California, which is where most of the conferences in mindfulness originate, and the community and networking opportunities to share what people are doing in their classrooms is unbelievable.
When I talk to kids as a principal, and I'd have kids, in my office for like getting in fights, and we'd have to calm them down and everything, I would look at kids and we'd eventually get around to, your life, and I said, 20 years from now, who do you think is going to be better at working with kids in public education, you or me? And they begin to realize, I know a lot about what it means to be a kid in this situation.
Sadly, the teacher may be the only person in a child's life who is a calm, caring presence, someone who is consistent and predictable, so that more than ever before, who the teacher is matters.
Our genuine, authentic presence is the healing. It's you. It's not some concept. It's you. You're the medicine. You're the antidote to the situation.
Authenticity, I would say, goes with being vulnerable. And to me, being vulnerable goes with being courageous. I think if you can greet a student with your whole self, it makes a huge difference in relationship.
Okay, ready? Start and then set.
have to do mindfulness. No, we all need that piece, every one of us.
Who are your friends? What are your phrases that you like to remind yourself? Keep being you, be grateful.
And then looking out at the world, who do I need to be patient with? Well, maybe I need to be patient with you.
I say this to students, you go to say hi to someone and they brush you off. Do you immediately think, what's wrong with me? Or do you think, oh, they must be having a bad day? I think this event is special because it's just educators coming together to talk about mindfulness and to share their frustrations, their hopes, their aspirations, their success stories. It seems to be more people talking to people. And I think that's special and unique.
You set up situations like, so you dropped your phone and it broke. So what would you say to a friend that dropped their phone?
And then.
So we're gonna play a little game.
Because more than anything, I want my kids to have teachers who are very mindful and understanding, more than a teacher who totally knows their curriculum. Because I feel like that's what my kids need.
Those kinds of skills are as important, if not more important, than academic skills in terms of success. Is part of what we're trying to teach children also how to live a good life? I think so.